timeless was the time.
Look, we polar opposites, so how come we always pull our opposites? Late night texting, heartbeat racing. Is it wrong for me to say that you, wifey? Look, I got dreams that you know of, like me being the greatest artist, not just rapper, the earth could ever think of. You told me I could pull it off, so how come things got so sour between us just after one call? In hindsight, it was probably my fault. Yeah, I fucked it up. There's always both sides to a story, so let me tell you all about me and this girl's story. She had dreams that I admired, wanted to go Hollywood and make her mom retire. So she'd always work hard, replicate on VK8 scenes made by her favorite actors. Her favorite movie was Seen Now, which is quite ironic cause she's anything but a sinner. Might sound corny, but I was like a vampire before I met her. We went on a date to get to know each other, create memories. But then I had realized it was too late. I had fallen in love with this chick, and the crazy thing is I didn't even know her name. Then we started reminiscing, thinking if one day we'd be married and get invited to the Met Gala. I dragged the conversation to look cooler. She was my kryptonite. She suggested that we took a trip tonight. My creeps went to the right, but she told me that the creeps just might. All of this just happened in one morning to one night. If there's both sides to an artist, there must be two sides to a story, right? I wanted this girl. On the next day, she had forgotten everything, and now I have this heart attack. Fuck both sides of an artist. It's a man's world, right? So when my man slapped me, what am I to say a word? He doesn't support my dreams. I told him I wanted to be an actress. He got mad at me, yeah. So he just started beating me up. Kick, right hook. Couldn't protect my jaw. And then he told me to go cook. Yeah, feeling like a goal. We went out to work. I got up, and all I could do was gone. After 7 years of getting beaten up, I couldn't take the pain anymore, packing all my stuff. Then I went and got drunk, and then I lost all my stuff, and then I don't remember much. But the next moment I was easy. A dark-skinned man was right in front of me. He told me his name was, and we were on a date. I didn't truly understand what was happening, so I just went with it. Yeah, he asked me certain questions like what I wanted to be and what was my favorite movie and what I thought about us dating. Yeah. I told him my favorite movie was Sinner. My inner thought it was because I was a sinner. He told me a corny joke, this ain't you anything but a sinner. I laughed awkwardly, cause only if he knew better, he'd probably think differently. I asked what was his dream. He told me he wanted to be the greatest artist, not just rapper to have ever lived. And then he started lying, telling me that we were late night texting, even though this was the first time I ever saw him. And then it all clicked, this man must be psychotic. It was tragic, but I was scared of him putting his hand on me like my ex did, so I just went with it. And then it struck me. How about I tell him we should take a trip tonight? He agreed. I got drunk again, so next morning I couldn't remember anything. Yeah, that's my side of the story. Yeah, uh, look, yeah, uh, look. One morning I was jogging and then I saw two people. One said I know you, the other said who are you? So I took him to a psychiatrist. He shook, he shook the memory and turned out they both had coma. That's when they drink at one night. One would forget another and come up with a story to fill in the blank space. So all the shit you heard before were just fantasy stories. It started all over. The boy introduced himself to the girl like, I'm Jacob, who are you? She said, I'm Rose, how are you? She was cute, and there's always two sides to a story. Kicks and cold, bitch. Yeah. There's always two sides to a story. All you have to do is just listen.
You're not a bitch, nigga. You're not a bitch. Oh. My guy, yeah. Stay tuned.